Hello guys, support us and subscribe to our channel, give likes and write comments. Today we will read The Unbreakable Bond of Friendship. Well, let's get started. Once upon a time, in the vast ocean, there lived two dolphins named Daisy and Dolly. They were the best of friends and loved to swim and play together every day. They would chase each other through the waves and jump out of the water to catch fish. They were always by each other's side, sharing every moment of their lives. They were like sisters. They loved each other very much, and they were always happy together. One day, while they were swimming, a strong storm came and separated them. Daisy was swept away by the strong currents, and Dolly was left alone and worried. She searched the ocean for her friend, but she couldn't find her anywhere. Dolly missed Daisy terribly. She missed her playful nature and her kind heart. She missed the way Daisy would always be there to comfort her when she was sad. Dolly was heartbroken. She felt like a part of her was missing. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But Dolly never gave up hope of finding Daisy. She knew that her friend was out there somewhere, and she was determined to find her. Dolly swam through the ocean, searching for Daisy. She asked every dolphin she met if they had seen her, but no one had. Dolly was determined to find her friend. She would not give up until she did. Finally, after many months of searching, Dolly saw a familiar fin in the distance. She swam as fast as she could, and soon she was reunited with her dear friend, Daisy. Daisy had been injured during the storm, but with Dolly's help she recovered. From that day on, they were never separated again, and they spent their days swimming and playing together, grateful for the unbreakable bond of friendship they shared. Daisy and Dolly were a reminder that friendship is one of the strongest bonds in the world. They showed that even when separated, true friends will always find their way back to each other. They taught us that friendship is not just about being there for good times, but also being there for each other during the tough times. They were an inspiration to all the creatures of the ocean, and their friendship was a shining example of the power of love and loyalty. Daisy and Dolly's friendship became legendary among the creatures of the ocean. They were known for their loyalty and love for each other, and many other dolphins looked up to them as an example of a true friendship. They were inseparable, and they spent every day swimming and playing together, exploring the ocean and discovering new places. They would often swim to the open sea and dive deep into the water to discover new and exciting things. They were always there for each other, and their friendship was unbreakable. One day, Daisy and Dolly came across a group of dolphins that were being held captive by humans. The dolphins were being used for entertainment in a water park and were living in small pools with no room to swim or play. Daisy and Dolly could see the sadness in the eyes of their fellow dolphins, and they knew that they had to help them. They knew that captivity was no place for a wild dolphin, and that they deserved to be free. They waited until nightfall and then swam to the water park. Using their intelligence and teamwork, they were able to free the captive dolphins and lead them to safety. The captive dolphins were overjoyed and thanked Daisy and Dolly for their bravery. They were finally able to swim freely in the ocean, and they were grateful to have their freedom back. From that day on, Daisy and Dolly were not just known for their friendship, but also for their courage and compassion. They continued to explore the ocean, but they also became protectors of their fellow dolphins, making sure that they were safe and free. They would often come across dolphins in captivity, and they would do everything in their power to free them and bring them back to the ocean. Years passed and Daisy and Dolly grew old, but their bond never wavered. They passed on their knowledge and experience to the next generation of dolphins, teaching them the importance of friendship, loyalty, and compassion. They would tell them about the importance of freedom and the dangers of captivity. They will always be remembered as an inspiration to all the creatures of the ocean, a shining example of the power of love and loyalty. Their story spread far and wide, and it reached the ears of the humans who captured and kept dolphins in captivity. Some of them were moved by Daisy and Dolly's story, and they decided to release the dolphins and give them back their freedom. And so, thanks to Daisy and Dolly, many dolphins were able to live their lives free in the ocean, just as nature intended. The end. Once upon a time, in the deep blue ocean, there lived a giant jellyfish. This jellyfish was unlike any other, for it was the largest one in the entire ocean. It had long, flowing tentacles that reached out for miles, and a body that was as big as a whale. The giant jellyfish lived in a beautiful coral reef, where it spent its days lazily drifting along with the current. It was a peaceful creature, and all the other sea creatures loved and respected it. It had a unique color, a shade of purple that seemed to change depending on the light, and it was surrounded by a halo of bioluminescent blue light that made it look like a giant star in the ocean. One day, a group of curious sailors stumbled upon the giant jellyfish while on a voyage. They were amazed by its size and beauty, and they immediately knew they had to tell the world about this incredible creature. They observed how it glided through the water, how it moved its tentacles with such grace, and how it seemed to communicate with the other sea creatures. The sailors spread the world of the giant jellyfish, and soon people from all over the world came to see it. They marveled at its size and watched in wonder as it gracefully drifted through the water. Some even tried to touch it, but the giant jellyfish never allowed it. It seemed to understand that it needed to be respected and admired from a distance. The giant jellyfish became famous, and it was even given a special name, the ocean's monarch. It was protected and cared for by all, and it lived a long and happy life in the coral reef. Scientists studied it and discovered that it was not only the largest jellyfish in the ocean, but also one of the longest-lived species. Years passed, and eventually the giant jellyfish passed away. But its memory lived on, and people still tell the tale of the ocean's monarch to this day. A reminder of the beauty and wonder of the sea and how important it is to protect and respect all the creatures that live in it. The giant jellyfish's coral reef became a protected area, and it's still visited by people from all over the world who want to see where the ocean's monarch once lived. It remains a symbol of the ocean's majesty, a reminder of the importance of preserving our planet's natural wonders. As the years went by, the legend of the ocean's monarch continued to grow. Its unique characteristics and long life made it the subject of many research studies and scientific papers. Marine biologists were particularly interested in studying the jellyfish's bioluminescent blue halo, which they discovered was caused by a unique combination of enzymes and pigments. They also studied its unique movement patterns, which seemed to be a form of communication with other sea creatures. The giant jellyfish's coral reef became a popular tourist destination, and many people came to see the place where the ocean's monarch had lived. Tour guides would tell the story of the giant jellyfish, and visitors would marvel at the beauty of the coral reef and the many other sea creatures that lived there. As the legend of the ocean's monarch spread, it also served as a reminder of the importance of protecting our oceans and all the creatures that live in them. Many people became more aware of the need to reduce pollution, protect endangered species, and preserve the natural beauty of our oceans for future generations. In honor of the ocean's monarch, a statue was built in the coral reef where it had once lived. The statue depicted the giant jellyfish in all its glory, with the long tentacles reaching out and its body glowing with the same bioluminescent blue halo that had once surrounded the real ocean's monarch. The statue was a symbol of the importance of preserving our planet's natural wonders, and it stood as a reminder of the beauty and majesty of the ocean and its creatures. And so, the legend of the ocean's monarch lives on, inspiring people to protect and respect the oceans and all the creatures that call them home. The giant jellyfish may have passed away, but its memory will always be a part of the ocean's history and a symbol of the importance of preserving the natural wonders of our world. Thank you! Learn English with us easily and fun. Support us and subscribe to our channel. Give likes and write comments. Watch new videos on our channel every day. See you soon and bye-bye!